The village was proud of Simon Shroppides. He might be a bandpot, but he was their bandpot, and what more, he was valuable. As his fame has grown, so had the crowds who came to gawp at him, and them was some kind of profit. Even though he hardly ever uttered a word unless alone with the carpenter or the carpenter's son, people treated his tree as a shrine, tying articles of clothing to its bare branches and placing offerings of food, wine, jewellery, and money at its base. In the evening, when the pilgrims had tucked back across the moor to the village, where they would stop for a meal or sometimes stay overnight, the boy would come and take the donations away. He might send a loaf of bread or an apple up into the basket to Simon, but everything else went to the common good fund. So, what with the trade of pilgrims brought and the proceeds of their gifts, the village understood that Simon Shroppides was the best thing that had ever happened in its history. This did not prevent a lively ongoing debate to his mental condition. The general opinion, which villagers were careful to keep from the ears of the passing pilgrims, was that the wind must have rattled Simon's napper once too often. After all, even in a country with pleasant Mediterranean climate, you'd have to have a screw loose to stand on top of a stoop all your life. But to do it in the middle of the Scottish peat bog, where 4 seasons were flung at you in the course of one day, and often in the space of an hour, well, quadrat demonstrandum, as the Romans used to remark. The carpenter alone descended from the commoner's view. Simon has always seemed sane to me, he said. From where he stands, the rest of us probably look pretty unhinged, and it's all a matter of perspective. Aye, aye, everybody agreed with good humour. The carpenter was daft as well, of course, although a very fine craftsman. It was amazing how tolerant you could be for lunacy when you had a financial stake in it.